All right, let's talk finances now. One of the many lessons for us during the pandemic is the need to have facts and not opinions when making decisions, and is never more evident than when making decisions about money. We actually have our financial expert, Andy Mattling, with us today to talk about some of the information that is needed to make better financial decisions. Andy, as always, we appreciate you being with us. We'll get right into it here. What can happen when people make decisions without considering all the financial facts?
Well, if they don't have all the facts, this is when they can really make life-altering decisions that really can cause a problem. Maybe they get overextended on credit, they start to spend too much, or they overbuy on a home or a car if they don't have all the information.
What is the critical information then to always understand before making these decisions?
Well, there's two very important things to start with. First is how much of your take-home pay are you using on non-essential spending? And the other is how long do you have before you pay off debt? Because these two things can give you really good insight on your capacity to add debt and to save more.
So then what are some examples of making decisions that are not fact-based?
Well, a good example is when you try to keep up with your friends, because you may think they're in the same financial situation as you, and you take the same vacations, you buy the same cars, and you buy the same type of homes. But what you may not know is maybe they make more money, or they didn't have as much debt, or maybe they have someone supporting them financially that you don't. And so if you do the same thing that they do, you could really end up in a situation because you're trying to keep up with your friends and family.
Yeah. Now, is there a critical fact that too many people fail to consider before it's too late?
Yeah, one of the most important facts or pieces of information that you need to know is how well you're doing on saving for retirement. Too many people start saving when they're younger, but they don't get to the right amount they need to, which is 10%, or they put it off. So you really need to know where you are on retirement before you start making some of these other financial decisions.
What else is really important set of facts to learn about financial matters moving forward?
Well, it's always knowing where your money is going. And the best way to do that is to look at your last 3 months of spending and find out where your money is going, because this can help you figure out ways to pay off debt faster, or if you can really afford to take on new debt. And it's one of the things that then you can make really good, smart decisions for all of your financial life.
All right, Andy Mattingly, our financial guru. We appreciate your sage wisdom as always, my friend. We'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you, Nick.
And you can find more financial advice from Andy Mattingly and Forum on CBS4 Indy.